Hello everyone, new week, new video, and it's time to continue to work towards the assembly of my RV10 fuselage. In previous videos, as you could see, I was able to finally mate two parts, so basically the rear and the front parts of the center plane or fuselage part. And now I will continue to work and install side skins and the longerons. So I guess the step will be also long, and it's probably going to be even a bit longer than the previous step according to Van's manual. We'll see how it's going to go. Lots of work, but it's now becoming even more interesting because now things are, well, actually getting their shape, right? The fuselage now become as like the real fuselage of the airplane. So less words, more work. Let's work, let's continue. So here's an interesting deal which I found. So right now I'm working on those gussets and on this longeron, which basically have to be attached in this point here. What I found, according to Vans, they want me basically to, I'm just trying to find the location to show it better. So Vans wants me to push this longeron to the skin. After that, push it down to this gusset and drill the holes, like 4 or 5 holes, whatever, how many there are, 5 holes. But the problem is that if I do so you see how big gap I have here now? If I push my longeron completely to the skin and after that drill the holes, my holes in the longeron will be almost at the edge. So you see now it's like, it's about what, 3/8 here or 5/16, I don't remember. From the edge, if I push it completely to the side and drill holes, my holes will be almost at the edge. So basically I will have very little distance here. I found it not safe because, well, basically there is a strength of the material, right? And if my holes are almost on the side of the longeron, it's not really good. So instead I left a little gap here. I'm now thinking how to deal with that. Like, there is no issue here. So if you look at my skin, there is absolutely no issue here. So like, skin will go perfectly. It's only about 2 inches before the edge where I have this gap. So either I can add something, some shim between the skin and longeron. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just make some aluminum shim which will go to 0 thickness at one end and it will be that much thickness here, and use longer rivets here. That's probably the way, because yeah, I can like push it. I can push it more, but it's not good, right? It's about what? It's about 3 millimeters here gap. The other side is better. Now I tried just to figure out why that happened, because basically this gusset and this part are properly riveted together, so I don't see any problems here. And those parts actually were pre-drilled, match drilled by Vans already. So, I mean pre-drilled, so I just match drilled and installed the rivets here. And my longeron is 3/4 only, so I don't really understand why this happened. I don't know if anyone else paid attention how close your holes in the longeron to the edge. But anyway, I found it unsafe, so I will fabricate a shim out of aluminum. I will install that shim. It will be 0 thickness at one end and it will go slowly to the thickness of this gap, and I'll just install it here. I hope that will not create any troubles for the top part of the fuselage, but at least I'm sure that my longeron is firmly attached to the gusset here. Comment if you feel I'm wrong on this. So the most difficult, well, I wanted to say that the most difficult part is already behind me in this step, but well, still not. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting to actually rivet. That's my step 29, part 29, and I came to the point where I'm starting just to rivet. So as you could see before in this video, lots of work. Lots of work. It's really a lot. I was under impression that this step gonna be easier than previous one. I don't know why, but probably whoever of you who knew about that and was watching me in my previous video was saying, he's wrong. Well, I was wrong. Like actually this step, it involved way more work than the previous step, and especially much drilling, preparations, lots of work. But I'm happy I'm done with that part, so at least right now I have everything primed and prepared, and I'm starting to rivet, starting from this part, and slowly I'll rivet everything. So let's rivet, and let's hope that soon I will start to rivet my skins, but this remaining amount of work is still huge, because there are lots of places where I have to rivet and where it's actually going to be hard, or maybe I would say almost impossible to access to with the bucking bar. So we will see how it's gonna turn out. I don't have a special bucking bar which Vans recommend to manufacture. Instead I have the tungsten bucking bar, which is a small one, so I hope that one will be sufficient for me. We will see. If not, well, then Vans Air Force forums, and I will ask a question there. For now, let's watch. I think I would like to mention two things which are kinda very important in my opinion. So first of all, this upper fuse channel on both sides, there are 3 nut plates here. And in the Vans manual, in the plans, those 3 nut plates have to be riveted at some later stage. But you know what I recommend? Rivet them now. Especially because of this particular, as you can see, rivet, which will be otherwise covered by this angle, by this mount. So rivet those 3 in advance. And the second simpler thing is, if you have an option to purchase this type of jaw for your squeezer, get it. This one is, as you can see, there is no top attachment for the for this part. It's basically like the metal part only, and it's about, I think it's a 4-inch one or something. You're gonna need it here when you start to work and rivet upper channel to the firewall, to the gussets here, and specifically you will need it for those upper, for those 1, 2, for the first 2 or 3, even maybe 4 rivets, where the other type of jaw just simply won't be long enough. And I guess you don't want to use bucking bar here, as it's way easier to work with the squeezer. So those are 2 things I want to share with you.
today me and my dad are building a plane.
Alright, so actually that's the end of today's video. So far I'm done, almost done, 90% with this step 29. It was very long, extremely long, and I still have some rivets to put, but I just cannot basically do them on my own because reach of two of my hands, I just cannot go around and do it at the same time with the rivet gun and with the bucking bar. So that's, I will wait for the help from hopefully my wife tomorrow, but 90 something percent is done. It's all riveted, and the next step will be, I guess, installing of the steps. And that step, I think it's right before the tail cone attachment or before something else, doesn't matter. What I want to say about this particular step is it is very long, but well, everything is long, right? I mean, we're building airplane. In this step it's very important just to ensure that you do everything as per manual, as per instructions, because any deviation may cause that something will not attach properly later on. Especially because during this step you're installing the longerons, like the side longerons, and lots of things which are structural parts and which are critically important. Otherwise, well, I'm so far happy with the results. It looks rigid now, like it's really, well, it looks like an airplane. Well, however, I would say when I'm looking from the side, it's kind of like a boat. Just kidding, it's an airplane. Anyway, so I see you in the next video, and next video will be also very interesting, and I'm approaching the point where I have to actually start to close some parts already, so I will probably have to see what I can close, what I cannot close, because I still have, I'm in Canada, right, so I still have some following inspections to do on my airplane, which is important. And yeah, I have to figure about the space in my hangar because I'm running out of space. I have a Piper parked here, and right now, as soon as I attach tail cone, I have no idea how I'm going to actually be able to fit it here. So I'm going to be working on that. Anyway, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and also I put on Instagram some of my like updates periodically before my video actually comes out. And have a good one, everyone. Stay safe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.